Hi everyone, and a warm welcome back to the WARNO monthly tournament from SD League. Today we are with Darkneutron and Joker for a game. Darkneutron is over on the right in blue, playing as the 1st British. Great to see them in, as always, with those SAS patrol out and some Milan Paras, etc. Little bit of forward deployment availability. And over on the left in red we have Joker playing as the 7th Panzer Division. Obviously being played quite a lot of late, especially with all those T-72s being quite a strong deck with the tank meta as it is. This is in the previous patch as well, so infantry in terms of the shock troops haven't had their upgrade or anything yet. Generally seeing the usual spread of units for this map. Obviously Joker going for down here and Darkneutron going for the top at Bravo, and both players have capped their respective rear points already. Command staying in the back for both players, and one command in the front, so early purchases of commands. No one should have a particular point advantage of what's on the field. Rough Milan Paras pushing quite far up here, already being pressured by these tanks. Joker is pushing up this way, bringing in some Strelas there as well to fend off any aircraft that might come in and try and kill these tanks. The Milan's pulling back there, and the Fox getting to a better position perhaps back here to still be able to take shots at those tanks as they come in. A little bit of skirmishing up here between the Scouts and the Mod of Clara. Got more reinforcements coming in there, including a tank at the top. Looks like Joker is planning to put some pressure on that point early on. Down here we do have a Fox going around the bottom. A couple of SPWs going for defense there, I guess. Maybe more to just act as an early warning system than anything else. Reinforcements mainly coming in up here. More Rover Milans. Really interesting to see so many. Gazelle rockets coming in now. Obviously they're going to be good at dealing with infantry like this up here, though there is Strela coming in now. There's an Mi-24 anti-tank chopper coming in as well. Good choice. Limited anti-air here. Just the Javelin LMLs down here. One of them moving up that way. I'm waiting to see some aircraft come in for either player, to be honest. I mean, there's some juicy tank targets. And equally, there's a few vehicles and things that could do with a bit of a bombing. But these T-72s are getting up really close and personal to all of these Milans. Have managed to kill some of the Milan Paras already, or one of the Milan Paras. And the Milan 2 in this building still okay. One of the T-72s just got down. The one is moving up now. T-55 hasn't taken any damage. There was a lot of misses from those missiles initially. There's a Chieftain here as well assisting. Smoke goes up for the T-55. Fox sneaking around the back here. Here come those rocket attack choppers. Rapier has also moved up. That Rapier, ooh, I was going to say, needs to be careful if it gets close to the Monarch Clara. It is dead. Very few units down here defending this back point for Darkneutron, obviously hoping that no one's going to push through there. Up at the top, that tank is coming in here. Here come those Gazelle rockets. They will, I assume, chase down that Strela initially. Yes, I was going to say, there they all are trying to aim at it. Make short work of that. They can easily kill that tank probably as well, although they're very low on missiles already. They will need to rearm, or very low on rockets, I should say. Supply in here, repairing Chieftain. There's a Chieftain 11 there as well. The Chieftain 11 command tank, no less. Obviously giving a nice bonus to that Milan 2. A Cub and another T-72 back here. T-72, there's plenty of tanks on the field here already for Joker. Not messing about. Challenger Mark II on the way in, though, for Darkneutron. Obviously poses a serious threat to all of the tanks at the other side, the T-72s. 13 front armor. Decent penetration at 18, but the Challenger Mark II obviously 20 front armor. Not to be underestimated at all. Oh, T-55 finally goes down to a Milan. That took a while. Actually nearly out of missiles as well. Supply landing here. Supply landing at the back as well. All these choppers trying to land around it. Finally, some reinforcements coming in at the bottom. I was wondering when this was going to happen. It seemed a little bit quiet down there. Javelin coming in. Mostly just reinforcing this area by the looks of it. A Chieftain coming in. Smattering with the units and a tracked rapier down there. Over at this side, the Cub. Sat at the back there. MI2 just... Oh, has he seen that Fox? There's a question. The two vehicles that were there are gone. I assume they were destroyed at some point. There's a Pioneer Flam there, and that Recon Chopper just sat there. Can't quite see the Fox at the moment. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Joker knows it's there. Joker knows. He hasn't spotted that one at the top, though. He is looking, though. Look. MI2 is out hunting for such sneaky behavior by Darkneutron. Milan's here, all firing out. Nicely positioned at these incoming tanks. Very nice. Gets a kill. This Milan 2 here. Chieftain's pushing up as well. The T-55 obviously has anti-tank missiles. Oh, these can't see any other tanks at the moment. That's quite interesting. Challenger Mark II, not messing about. Look at it go. But it takes a side shot from the T-72 down here. Takes another missile. Smokes. This T-72, though, might get a kill here. Does. Challenger Mark II annihilated with side shots. Oof. That is an unfortunate loss. Anti-tank jet coming in. Gets a kill at the back there. Was that the command tank? I think that was the command tank. Indeed it was. Couple of nasty tank losses for Darkneutron there. That's very unfortunate. Especially losing the Challenger 2 so quickly. Another Challenger Mark II coming in. Fox around the back here has managed to get a kill on something that's come in there. It will have given its position away, but it can now kill the reinforcements. The Fox down at the bottom has been destroyed. Flame tank coming in here. I think there's enough to defend here now, possibly even for a little push at some point. There's not a huge amount here. ATGM troops. The flame tank. Special Alpha Clara there. Lack of missiles here. I think another tank's been killed. Oh, just smoke gone down. Thought another tank might have been killed, but it's just the smoke. Fox under fire from a chopper now. MI2 coming in to check if there's anything else there. Good little bit of harassment from the Fox, but nothing too exciting. A lot of money spent on the Challenger Mark II. A Challenger Mark II coming in down the bottom there, along with the Chieftain command tank. Yeah. Darkneutron's going to push this point. I mean, he doesn't know what's there, but obviously he knows there's quite a lot of tanks and a lot of reinforcements being called in up at the top here. So he'll be suspecting that he can get in that bottom point, I imagine. And these players who play 1v1s a lot can kind of tot up in their head the general pricing and how much they've spent. And how much their opponents possibly spent from what they've seen on a particular area. And it makes them a little bit bolder about when they attack other places. Those rocket attack choppers coming down as well. That AT is interesting. It's got one AT missile left, a few rockets left. It's actually quite low on fuel. That feels risky. There is anti-air here. Obviously it's an emergency, so it's being called in, but it could probably do with a rearm. There's also the one at the top that could be brought in. More reinforcements coming in up here for Joker as well. A little bit of skirmishing down here with the ATGMs. I mean, the ATGM's doing a good job at harassing everything. Gun group engaging on the Special Alpha Clara. Here come the rockets. Now there's AA at the back here, but there's no AA at the front. The Strela is moving up now. But those rocket attack choppers are going to cause issues. Yeah, I was going to say they're going to melt the infantry. They can easily melt the infantry in there as well. Trying to evac. They are out. T-72 there, engaging on the Chieftain. The Challenger Mark II should be able to deal with that. I think Darkneutron's going to get in this point here. I'd be surprised if he... Oh, he's pulling his forces back, actually, again. Javelin there, tracked rapier. There is that chopper to worry about. Not quite in range of the javelin. In range of the tracked rapier in terms of the air, but a little bit shorter for the actual anti-helo missile, or aiming, I guess, because it's probably the same missile. Javelin is engaging, though. Chopper is having second thoughts. Resupply coming in here. Chinook's actually not doing too badly. They're not being shot down in this situation very much. Push coming here from Joker onto this point. ATGMs again coming under a lot of fire. And Warrior keeps taking a lot of hits. Manages to survive again. Another T-72 coming in here. I mean, the reinforcements are arriving. More stuff's coming in now. Maybe Darkneutron has lost his chance at pushing into the corner. There is more on the way. Javelin under a lot of fire here. Up at the top. I mean, it's difficult because it almost looks like there's more red up here than blue now. There are more reinforcements coming in. ATGM under fire again. Javelin and... oh, wow. More Javelin LMLs there. Managed to take down the recon chopper. That anti-tank chopper will be at risk. Tanks keep poking out and then going back in. I guess they are taking damage. Trying to keep an eye on what's happening up there, because Joker is getting closer and closer. Certainly putting these Milan Paras under threat. Yeah, I was going to say the Alpha Clara will make short work of those. Oh, there's the supply gone. A little bit stalemated right now. 27 minutes left of the game. Joker is making progress at the top here, but it feels like it's been a little bit stalled here for Darkneutron. Is Dark going to be on the move again, though? Challenger Mark 2s are moving in. Or the Challenger Mark 2. That's the Chieftain. I think we're going to see that push into this corner, supported by the Gazelles. Gazelles moving into range of these Strelas, though. One Gazelle immediately down. Javelin is engaging on the anti-tank chopper. Gets a good hit. Can it get a second one after reloading? Oh, it's landed. It has landed. Darkneutron edging closer to this point now. MI-24D does manage to get shots off. Unfortunately, has been hit by another Javelin. And another, and it's down. Cluster Bomber coming in here. Cluster Bomber didn't drop. Anti-tank coming in. Anti-tank didn't fire anything. It's taking fire, though. And is dead. Cluster Bomber coming back in for another pass. Is targeting ground now. Does get its bombs off. Oh, the bombs kind of spread out weirdly. Look at that. One went that way and one went that way. Neither caught those tanks. That was a weird drop. I've never seen that before. That was really weird. Normally they kind of go in a straight line in front of the plane. That was, they kind of spread out sideways. That's really unlucky, Joker. I thought you had a good strike going there. How strange. Yeah, never seen that before. Let me know in the comments if you've seen that one, because that seems like a really weird spread. I've seen the laser guided bombs miss when you use target ground or change an order or something like that, but never seen the cluster bombs drop quite like that. That's a bit odd. I don't know if that's a bug, a mistake, a little bit of random number generator. I don't know. That's a bit odd. There's an Su-22 M4 cluster, and I've seen plenty of those used without that effect before. A little bit of mortaring going on here. Just harassment for that Milan, I think. Good defense here from these tanks. Holding Joker off. But good defense down here by Joker as well. He's picking stuff off. He's causing damage. Unfortunately, didn't manage to get a kill on any of these tanks. And that's going to be the biggest issue, because sooner or later they are going to make it into this side. And there are more tanks here. I mean, the tank meta is real, people. Why bring in loads of infantry when you can just bring in more tanks? Warrior weirdly doing no damage to that T-50. Oh, wow, wow. I don't know if that... I think that was a tank that got that kill rather than the warrior. I don't think the warrior just suddenly started doing damage. Yeah, close range shots on these tanks. It's one hit, one kill in a lot of situations here. Challenger Mark II, not so much the case, obviously. It has the heaviest armor there of the selection. This guy only has 15. The Mark 9. What does the command have? 15 is... Really? The 15 and the Mark 9 have this... Sorry, the 11 and the Mark 9 both have 15. I thought they were slightly different. Is the other 11 the same? I'm looking for one. The standard 11. Don't think he has any in. Maybe he doesn't have any Challenger Mark 11s in his deck. I know some people don't. I think that it might be actually that the only difference is their gun range. Yeah, I think it's the gun range. I think that's the only difference. I think the armor is actually the same, maybe. I forget now. It's been a while since I've looked in depth at the units. Once again, Darkneutron having to pull all the way back here to repair his tanks. I mean, it doesn't look like Joker's got a lot here defending, but he's doing a really good job with what he does have. He is losing stuff, but he's managing to reinforce just the right amount to sort of push Darkneutron back every so often. Up here, Joker's push at the top here seems to have failed. Dark has sort of held the area. $22 left of this game. It's really difficult to say which way this is going right now. Both players seem to be in this sort of stuck position where they want to push an attack, but the other player is defending the point very well. Rear points. There's no defense in either of the rear points. Loads more Chieftain Mark 9s coming in here. See what I mean about the tanks? T-55's coming in here as well. This is... Yeah, I'm not sure which way this is going right now. I couldn't even say... I feel like Joker's lost more at this point. Just because of, you know, what's on the field. I think he's lost more tanks. But then Darkneutron's had some expensive tank losses early on, like the Challenger Mark II and the command tank up at the top. Here come those tanks again, engaging on that T-72. Command tank takes some damage. Lots of smoke going down. There's not a lot in the point defending right now, I will say that much. I mean, Pioneers, Matsuchin SMG. Really, the Avklar is the only thing with anti-tank there. Oh, and the chopper, obviously. LML is pushing up. Lots of use of mortars by Joker in this game. Good for a little bit of harassment. I feel like there's a big force of pushing tanks here. And more coming in. And a load of assault pioneers and rifles coming in. Where are they going? Just all around the top here. I think Darkneutron is going to get in this point. And he's managed to push out of his own point. And really force back Joker at the top. Not just push back to this external point. But actually push out to it. Met Joker and is forcing the issue. Down here, these T-55s have arrived. Putting down plenty of fire there. These all engaging on the infantry now. Oh, chopper landed there and got taken out by the tank. More tractor rapiers coming in. I think it's safe to say that Darkneutron can get into this point now. I don't think there's any two ways about that. T-55s just aren't holding up against the Chieftain Mark 9s, to be honest. T-55 AM2 is not a bad tank, but it's only got 10 front armor. And obviously, it doesn't have a missile. It's relying on its gun, which obviously doesn't have the penetration, so it needs to be close range. The list got... Oh. I believe that was a surrender by Joker. Yeah, quite a jump in kills there to Darkneutron compared to Joker. Commiserations, Joker. That was a really hard-fought battle. I was sort of half keeping an eye on the top, and I thought you were going to get in the top, and the same was going to happen at the bottom for Darkneutron, and you were going to have a bit of a back and forth from there. But Darkneutron's tanks just managed to hold you off, I think. And at the same time, he had so many tanks at the bottom, I think he just overwhelmed what was there. But that was a really tense game for a long time. There was this standoff where both of you were kind of having to pull back from your attacks constantly. Well done to Darkneutron. You kept your tanks at the bottom alive really well. You kept pulling them back and repairing them rather than let them die, and I think it paid off in the end, especially after those two early expensive losses. Let's have a quick look at the kills and losses. That Fox did quite well sneaking around the top there. Chieftain Command, obviously, yeah, the tanks are going to do well. That Mi-24 did really well. Got 3 Foxes and some Scouts. I mean, the Fox, I think, gets MVP there, and probably the Mi-24P at a close second, just because it managed to kill all of those Foxes and some Scouts. But great game, guys. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please do like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned. We will have more WARNO tournament over the weekend.